Hey guys, sonyx here. I hope you're having a beautiful day slash night, and life is treating you all very well. So the thing that I wanted to talk about was actually really quick. Before that, I just played some Apex, and I did a 3 hour stream on there, and I started to realize like after the 3 hour mark, sometimes it's even 2 hours. I don't even give it the full three. I start to like have this term. Oh, I feel bad for the bee there. Yeah, I started to get this term called apexed out, and I've been feeling it like every time I play, like specifically like first person shooters, but I think it kind of applies to any very competitive game like PvP. Because Minecraft itself is a PvE, and I noticed like with this game, I don't get tired of it. Like I'll spend 6 hours maybe just playing it, and I won't realize the time has already gone by and it's already night. No, like not even in the game, but literally in real life. And I don't know, like with Apex, it's like and if, like Call of Duty, like those games, it's I don't know, it just feels so competitive. I mean, that's the purpose of those games anyway. But I think what I've gotten to, my conclusion is I think gaming is essentially just feels so sweaty now. Because I remember when I first downloaded like Black Ops 1, I think that was no Battlefield 3. I used to play Battlefield 3 back in the PlayStation 3, and that was my first shooter ever. And for me, when I played that, it felt fun. Like it really did feel fun. It was a really well-crafted game by DICE, and I mean I enjoyed it because it wasn't sweaty. Like people were having fun. We were doing like we used to do this thing where we could put like you put like explosives down on the ground, and then you could like launch your car. Those kind of things made it really just genuinely fun. Like people didn't take the game too seriously. Like yeah, you have your genuine FPS that you would play, but it just felt really fun. And I think that's a time where I felt like gaming, like especially like shooters and stuff for games, was just really just a fun experience because everyone was still learning. The time of that world was still in its youth, like for gaming. So especially like shooters, like not everyone is sweating it out, pretty much is what I'm trying to say. And I feel like now, it's the exact opposite. Like everyone it's just so competitive that it feels really difficult to be able to just like have a relaxing time to just play like one of your favorite games. Like for me, like when I downloaded Apex back in 2019, it had that same feeling with Battlefield. But then throughout the years, people have just gotten better, and it's no one's fault. It's just like that's just how the way things go, because people improve, and the skill ceiling improves, and it gets to the point where it feels like it doesn't get fun anymore. Like I don't know. You especially with ranked. I mean, that's like if you're talking about competitive, that's where you go, because like yeah, you have public games. There's a new game called Wildcard, and you could play it where you could respawn. You don't really have to worry about losing points. But even then, like I still feel it. Like gaming has just gotten so sweaty that I feel like I can't keep up, and it's so weird because I mean I feel like I play games very often. But I should feel like my skills should be improving, but I don't know. It's weird. Like it's crazy. I feel like some days I don't even get a kill, and I just like okay, I'll just turn the game off and go do something else. And I feel like for newer players like that are trying to get into those games, not just Apex but any competitive game, it feels like there's this barrier that doesn't allow them to even cross it, because that like sweaty nature of first person shooters, or just even third persons, like Fortnite exists, right? And it doesn't allow them to cross that threshold. So I don't know. It's something that I've noticed recently, and you know, as much as I love to say I love these games, I started to notice my shift recently, which is kind of the reason why I started to make this channel. Was because this shift of this like super aggressive first person shooter where you're constantly like hyper aware, hyper vigilant, trying to maximize as much attention that you can in a split second, trying to make micro decisions. It's a lot. It's very taxing on the brain, and you can get decision fatigue and you feel tired. So I guess sort of my advice to it, is at the end of the day, like if you play games like that, like you have to find an out. Like you find a game like this, like Minecraft or I've been really like having a lot of fun playing Wizard 101 recently, and I've been playing that with a few of my close friends recently from Apex, and I got them over there, and a lot of them said like it reminds them of the old childhood nostalgia games, which is kind of where they're from. Like Wizard 101 was a 2010 game, I think, and it Minecraft, same thing, same era, and that type of not just nostalgia, but the simplicity and the beauty of the game isn't to kind of sweat it out. Sure, there are ways to grind for stuff, which is a totally separate thing, but when you log on to the game, even 5 to 6 hours in, it just doesn't feel the same as PvP. Like PvE is a for some reason for me, I started to realize that shift. I don't know if it's my age or if it's like a gamer thing that I'm realizing, like something over the years, an experienced gamer. But I think what I'm trying to say is like gaming specifically, like that type of gaming has just gotten too sweaty, and I just can't keep up. I don't know. Maybe I don't know if there's an answer to it. I don't know if there ever really will be one, because that's a point of competitive games, right? But it's hard to strike that balance to enjoy a game that is competitive on a relaxing basis. It's almost like a living oxymoron. Like it shouldn't exist. It's a paradox in itself, right? So yeah, it's hard. Unless like you are the top 0.001%, then it feels difficult to find peace and comfort in those kind of games. Which is just why I feel super grateful to be able to kind of be here with you guys and really, really foster like a good community with the Sonyx campfire, because I mean, even just this isn't even considered playing. I'm just hanging out with the ambience of the campfire and being able to just exist for a little bit. It's a different feel for sure, and I'm really loving it, man. It's a great time, truly. And what I noticed as well is that the campfire for me, obviously for different situations, people have different housing or people have different places, and they might not have the accessibility to be able to even start a campfire, like a real one. But for me, I feel like this, as weird as it sounds, this virtual campfire kind of hits in a different way. It kind of brings forth a little bit of that warmth. Obviously, I think that's just the PC heating up the room, but kind of does the same job, right? But yeah, I just wanted to kind of just share that with you guys and see if any of you felt the same way. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys all so much for the comments as well recently in the previous videos. I'd love just listening and being able to read all of them and just sharing it with future campfire stories, so that way you guys are here as well. So if there's something that you'd like to share, even if it's not related to the gaming thing that I talked about here, share it. I don't care. Who are you? Welcome, introduce yourself and let us know what's going on with you, and then I'll read that over the campfire, so that you belong here. Other than that, yeah, I'm gonna call it here, but you guys have a beautiful rest of your day, and thank you so much for being here. Take care.